Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome to the Sister Starcraft English commentary. We continue on with the possibly maybe 2 or 3 more games in this ASL Day 1 prelims of Season 18 here. This next set is going to be the final set of the Group H matches. It's going to be played between Rain and C, who won the previous game against Calm. So C versus Calm, best of 3. This is going to be the first game. The map is Radeon, with Rain spawning the top right and C spawning at the top left. And let me remind you that Rain is one of the the ASL champion. If you look at the ASL history, then Rain has won 1 gold, 1 silver, and 1 bronze. Remember that humiliating defeat against Light in one of the ASL finals, where he was, having such a strong performance in the semi-finals, only to get trounced 4-0 in the final. And his weakness is Terran. He's very strong with Zerg, but he's not so good with Terran, and C might prove just too difficult for him. But now we're gonna be having 2 Zealot on the high ground. 1 Zealot is gonna get sniped. The other Zealot will arrive and do some shots. Now the Vulture is far away from getting produced. 3 Marine, but 1 Marine is damaged, 2 Marine is damaged, 1 Marine down, the other Marine is gonna get surrounded from the side, and looks like C is having a lot of problem fighting against Rain. His Zealot's gonna get trapped, but there is gonna be another Marine in the bucket to support as well as the Vulture to come up. But we have another Zealot from the low side of the ground here. No expansion coming up for either of these players. Vulture's gonna come out, so this this Zealot will each actually do something and maybe just to go home now. He's gonna just hang out here a little bit to attack the bunker, and the last Zealot die, but no, looks like we have a Dragoon to support, so this Vulture cannot kill the Zealot. The Zealot is gonna get saved here, the Dragoon's gonna try to attack, and behind this looks like Mini is gonna expand, and okay, very good for C to attack that trailing Zealot, but now the Dragoon is gonna protect it, and he's gonna try to attack the bunker complete though. The bunker complete, so it's gonna be time for the Dragoon to stay here, the Zealot to return home, or maybe both of them will return home, I don't know, but Command Center is gonna be going up for Light, so the game is stabilizing. Light, and not Light, C is, I think, just a teeny bit behind, but not by much. His Command Center was about 20 to 15 seconds behind the Nexus of Rain here. By the way, if you have not watched the Laddernet series latest games, please check out the Laddernet playlist. You can see that in my videos, in my homepage playlist section. There's a playlist for Laddernet series. Watch it. There's some epic games between Rain and various players. Of course, he's played Flash before many times, but I think just yesterday he played some games as well. So if you're a Rain fan, as I am, please go ahead and check out that playlist. Back to this game, what is happening here? We're at the 5th minute and 17 seconds of the game. We're having Robo coming down from Rain here. Supply-wise, Rain is 37 and Light is 36. All of this is temporarily until we get the explosive, probes and SCV transfer. Dragoon's gonna try to attack. We have Mines getting late, and Rain's gonna be careful because there's a roaming Vulture in the map. This Vulture could lay some mine in the middle area. Is gonna be impossible for the Dragoons to return. But 1 tank died right away. Very unfortunate for C to lose that tank. But now we're going to be having Mines getting late in the middle of the map. So the next tank that comes out that pressure these Dragoons is going to be something that Rain will need to be careful about, because the tank is going to push the Dragoons back, and those Mines are going to take care of some of the weaker Dragoons. So Rain is going to be kind of careful to move along the southern side first and not move directly into his expansion. The first tank is out, and let's pay attention to what that tank does. Does it try to attack the Dragoons, and which Dragoon it tries to target here, and how fast is the reaction from Rain? He needs to see. He backs up. He loses 0 Dragoons in that engagement, so that was good. The tank's gonna try to push over to buy some time here. He wanna make Rain panic and move his Dragoons, home as fast as possible. But he knows better than that. He's gonna move them very far out and leave the open area down, to C to go out and explore. But of course, C is not taking the bait either. He's gonna return home with the rest of his tanks, and these 3 Dragoons are gonna allowed to heal. So the game is eye for eye, teeth for teeth, nail for nail, skin for skin by these 2 players. Rain is ahead by about 6 supply. It feels to me like Rain is not that much ahead. He might be a little bit behind, actually. If you look at the supply count, I don't know exactly what happened in the initial state. Maybe Rain just lost way too many Zealot, and he did not accomplish the kind of things he wanted to accomplish, and his Nexus was delayed. or rather his Nexus is not that much faster than his enemy's expansion. But anyways, now we're going to be having Dragoons attacking, and maybe Siege mode is not yet done. Keep that in mind. If Siege mode is not done on time, then this Dragoon Flood is going to be able to do it looks like Dragoons returning from both sides. There's a mine here that was going to be super careful. He clears the mine though, so that's good. Now we have a group of 6 or 8 Dragoons. We have 2 tanks on the high ground, and looks like Rain's going to back up now. He knows it's gonna his chance to attack this area is over, and he loses an observer in the process. That's going to be a problem because he has not expanded. He needs observer to actually go and expand. He's got money for the expansion. He's got 500 minutes of not expanding. On this other map, looks like Terran is going to upgrade very quickly with the armor here, and which is going to be nice. Speaking of which, is Flash playing? Because I did not see. Maybe Flash was one of the players that I missed the names for. That would be hilarious if he was actually playing and he got eliminated already, and I did not know about it. That would be very, very sad. But anyways, we're going to be having a shuttle coming out here with some Reavers. What is Flash name? Lee Young-ho, right? Yeah, I don't think I saw the word Lee Young-ho yet in the names. Let me just quickly make sure, check to see I have not missed anything, because he played against Calm, and oh my god. No, I don't think Flash played. I don't think Flash played. No, I don't think Flash played. Did he play it against Best? That would be so sad if he played against Best and lost. Anyways, Goliath's out here, and they're gonna try to snipe the observers. What do we have now? Zelle and all of those units are gonna get created here. We are going to be having observer nicely placed. Goliaths are not scanning for the area. Templar archive being created. This is going to be the best build here, meaning the build invented by the the player best is going to be going for fast shuttle with Zealot and high Templar bombing. Nexus is going to get created. Observer getting sniped, and C is done everything right by the book. But this next attack from Rain with a Reaver and 2 Zealots is going to be devastating. Just a single. What is he doing? Why does he return? I guess he saw the injury, but he thinks that it's going to be too much defense. Or maybe, if he takes the first hit, it's going to be impossible to next time. Wow, that's a nice shot. Attacking the vulture and also killing the mine that is still underground. Yeah, this shuttle is going to fly around and look for some openings. This is going to be the time for Rain to need to actually deny C's the third base. C's going to try to take that third base here, but the Reaver is going to go out. Observer nicely placed. The shuttle is going to be trying to lay some Reaver shot. Observer need to run away and hide. We're going to be having the shuttle landing in here. There's a Goliath attack in the area, and Rain finds no opening, so he backs up. This is still better than losing the shuttle for nothing, so that's going to be a good idea. We're at the 10-minute and 15-second of game. Rain is 120 supply, and Light, I keep on saying Light, Light is already qualified. C is 100 supply, and we're going to be having a shuttle, a dropship with a tank, and 2 vultures. Where the places to drop is going to be the expansion and the main, and there's nothing to spot for Rain to see this dropship coming in. It's going to be quite devastating. Vulture's going to get in position to do a double attack here. The moment the Dragoons again move back, then this Vulture's going to try to go out and attack something. It looks like the dropship is actually, delaying the drop a little bit here. Maybe he wants to get the Vultures in the right position first before drop to get, maximum damage. But that's just going to allow Rain to have more forces and more, more units to cover his grounds here. Yeah, for the time being, looks like both the players are going to be just being very, very careful. Okay, now the cannon gets created. Looks like, okay, are those Stargate? Are those Stargate in the corner? I think those are... I don't understand. What are those things? Those are Stargate. He's building 2 Stargate, but he is also building Templar Archive. So that means Stargate and Arbiter. No, Stargate and Carriers. Wow, what is this build? What is this build? 3 base Protoss with Templar Archive, Zella with leg, and then switching into Carriers. And looks like C's, he scanned it, but I don't know what he saw in the corner. If he clicked on the building, he would know. Looks like these carriers upgrades are going to be delayed here, just purposely delaying the core upgrade to actually not reveal the carriers so early. For the timing, Light has saturated his new base, and I don't know what Rain is thinking. How could he win with this half-hearted build, going for Templar Archive and carriers? Is that even possible? Out of 3 bases, not enough gas? Anyways, these cannons are nicely placed. At least it will have some kind of coverage in case that dropship decides to go for something sneaky. Now we need to actually think about the 4th base. for Rain. If he actually can secure his 4th base with a lot of minerals mining, then he's going to be having a nice economics base to support his carries production. We are having a drop in here. The tank's gonna be possibly on the high grounds, maybe. Looks like, yeah, there's gonna be a cannon ready here. The tank's gonna try to siege. No, there's no opening. There are no openings whatsoever. Rain is reacting quickly enough to just clear these mines. He's gonna try to move back here. This dropship's got no place. He's gonna try to find a place to go to. He's waiting to see if there's gonna be dragoons moving back. There's no dragoons. Where's this shot? This dropship's gonna try to shell the 3rd base. There's a small opening here. Dragoons in position, so he cannot shell. Now he sees the carriers. And what is going to be his reaction? Triple Stargate. He's going to try to go inside the main, but some Zellar's already waiting. So this is just a waiting game. Probes need to get transferred, and indeed Probes going to get transferred. We do have some vultures for a run by. It's going to be nice here. Rain is in a position to intercept with the rest of his forces, but the Probes are still moving across here. The Shadow is also in the middle of the map, trying to stop these vultures from doing a run by. Need to lay whatever we want to lay. Maybe some Reavers. Get the Reaver in position, man. You need to actually do it now. We're going to be having high temperatures dropping. He's just going to be buying some time, and we're going to be having Reaver on the low ground, and only 2 probes make it to that group, and another for a group of probes gonna get, and Zealot need to move back to let the Dragoon take the shot. We're gonna be having okay, he's gonna try to move. Oh, what is this? He's wasting a lot of Zealot just to clear the minefield, and now probes gonna get on the high ground, which is nice. Where the probes are? What? Okay, finally now the probes are gonna get on the high ground, and those vultures are allowed to live for the time being. Supply-wise, Rain 184 and C 150. Probes finally get on the high ground. I think the first 3 carriers are produced already. So we're gonna be seeing them, actively in use in the upcoming battle soon, and it's gonna be the time for Rain to optimize army production. So he will be, maxed out. So we need to actually, use some of his weaker forces like Zealot and Dragoons, so that he can have side to create those carriers. And we are seeing the carriers grouping up together. Intercepts is getting made now, and Rain has clicked the button on the carrier production. So for the timing, he doesn't need to destroy too many forces, because he still have about 8 supply worth of stuff. He need to make another pylon and more forces in the corner. Light, what I keep on saying, Light C has got 157 supply. Upgrades wise, got +1 armor and +2 weapons, and looks like High Templar's gonna try to do a storm. What is he doing? He's gonna try to get a little bit of vision and storm. He does a good storm. The second storm is not yet deployed. He pulls back. The High Templar is weak and sniped right away. So now, yeah, I don't even know how Rain is able to have so much army. He's able to have so much army, and that storm is good on that clumped up tank, affecting 5 tanks at the same time. That was a great shot. So those tanks, unless they're getting repaired now, they're gonna be tossed in the next battle. And he's pushing forward. He's pushing his luck way too hard. And High Templar is moving, and he's gonna be storming those 5 tanks in the back. He does a good storm with the 5 tanks in the back, and they all die. And the Dragoon's gonna back up now. He doesn't need to actually push his luck too hard. Supply is fallen down to 71 for Rain. This Shadow gets sniped, but still 2 High Templar unload and able to do some shot, which is great. Now he need to actually get the group of carriers. Now he's got 6 carriers. 6 carriers is here, and need actually, and then Rain needs to send him to the battles now. 189 supply for Rain, 157 for Light. Light pushes forward with +2 weapons and +1 armor. We're gonna be having a nice maybe EMP on this group of forces. The tanks are looking very, very scary. The carriers have arrived. Carriers have arrived. Nice storm against the tank. The Goliaths need to be the primary target, maybe. No, I don't know. He's going to pull back because he thinks, he needs more time to get the interceptor, created. So that's going to be fine. That High Templar's got enough storm. 75, and he was saved in the previous engagement, so that's going to be fine. Looks like Light's going to try to take the base at the 12 o'clock position. That is going to be impossible to actually hold, given the fact that his enemy is gone for carry. But Templar, there's a good storm on the Goliath and damaging several of the carriers. Need to group up to get a little bit better. These 2 High Templar can cast more storm here, and Rain is slated to win this game, I think, because he's got the bottom right on the screen kind of covered here, and he's going to be able to hold this top side a little bit longer. And tanks are sieging. Good storm against the Goliath. One more storm against something, against the tank, I guess. And that one tank dies. Zealot's going to be able to come out. And these Goliath's going to need to target fire the carries. I think it's going to be time for Rain to back up. I just hold here. He doesn't need to engage his army. He needs to make sure his carriers are alive. And they can defend the base at the 230 position. He's going to use his reach to the maximum potential to snipe some of the tanks on the left side. And let the Zealot do the splash. I mean, Dragoons on the right side is not getting targeted upon by the tanks. So they're actually allowed to attack. And 3 High Templars arriving without energy here. But the number of Goliaths are thinning out. Like crazy signs Protoss is getting sniped. We have an Arc on the support, and look at the supply for C is falling down fast. Rain is about 30 supply ahead, and Rain is still just one tick, one class better, one level higher than C here. And I may need to say that, you know, at least in this first game, C is a little bit underplaying, you know, compared to what is expected of play, who's going to be qualifying for the round 24 of ASL S18. Now we're going to be having 9 carriers. 9 carries as a thing to be reckoned with, and we're going to be having a high temperatures walking forward and buying some time in destroying all the Goliaths. They have bleeded so badly. Dragoon's attacking, and C is attacking frantically, desperately, but he's got nothing. He's got, I think, supply-wise, Rain is ahead by about 40 supply, and now how many carries is that? Is that only 7? I thought there was 9. And GG from like this first game goes to Rain. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye-bye.